Breaking news from Camp Nou. The football world is shocked as Harry Kane could be on his way to FC Barcelona. The Bayern Munich superstar, valued at €75 million, is now reportedly evaluating a summer move to join the Blaugrana. Meanwhile, Real Madrid are trying to hijack Barca's move for Eda Young, and to make things even more dramatic, Saudi Arabia have offered €35 million for Robert Lewandowski. From Kane's potential arrival to Lewandowski's possible exit, the Camp Nou is about to witness a transfer earthquake that could change everything. €75 million Bayern Munich star is now evaluating Barcelona move ahead of summer window. Harry Kane could become one of the most talked about players in the next transfer window as the English striker is reportedly weighing the option of joining FC Barcelona. The Bayern Munich forward has a release clause of €65 million, which makes him one of the most attainable world-class strikers available next summer. Reports from Sport indicate that Harry Kane's representatives have already spoken with several clubs, including a few from Saudi Arabia, as they explore the striker's options for the future. Despite these talks, Kane hasn't ruled out staying at Bayern Munich, where he's currently enjoying a successful spell. However, Barcelona have been made aware of the terms of a potential transfer and are now closely monitoring his situation. Kane, who joined Bayern Munich in 2023 for €95 million, quickly became the highest-paid player in the Bundesliga. His contract includes a release clause worth €65 million, which becomes active in the summer of 2026. A clause that could make his next move much simpler if he decides to leave Germany. Even at 32 years old, Kane continues to prove that he's one of the best strikers in world football. With 22 goals and 3 assists in just 15 matches this season, his form shows no signs of slowing down, reinforcing his reputation as a consistent, world-class goal-scorer. Meanwhile, Barcelona are once again looking into the possibility of signing an experienced forward. Their previous gamble on Robert Lewandowski paid off brilliantly, but with the Polish striker's contract nearing its end and his injuries becoming more frequent, the club is beginning to think about life after him. The Catalan board are currently weighing up their attacking options, though their next move will largely depend on La Liga's financial fair play rules, particularly the 1:1 spending regulation. While Julian Alvarez is viewed as the ideal target, his high price tag could make the deal complicated. As a result, Barcelona are also tracking younger talents, including Levant's Eda Young as possible long-term investments for the future. Kane's salary could pose another challenge. He reportedly currently earns €25 million gross at Bayern Munich, a figure Barcelona might be able to match, though Premier League clubs and Saudi Arabian teams are expected to offer much higher wages. Tottenham Hotspur are also reportedly keen to bring back their former captain, which could make the competition for his signature even tougher. Even so, Barcelona remain an attractive destination for Kane. The club previously made contact with the €75 million rated English striker when he was still at Tottenham, though a move was not financially possible at that time. The current coaching staff admire Kane's style and goal-scoring ability, and they see him as a player who could lead the attack immediately. Nothing has been decided yet, but it is understood that Kane would be open to joining FC Barcelona if the club decided to pursue him. For now, the striker will wait until the end of the season before making any decisions about his future. Real Madrid enter the bidding war to sign Barcelona forward target. According to a fresh report from Sport, Real Madrid have now entered the race to sign Levant's informed striker Eda Young, a player who is also on Barcelona's radar ahead of the next transfer window. The 22-year-old forward has been one of the standout performers in La Liga this season, recording 6 goals and 3 assists in just 10 matches. His explosive start has not gone unnoticed, and both Spanish giants are now watching his progress closely as competition for his signature begins to heat up. The report claims that Real Madrid's director of football, Santiago Solari, has been particularly impressed by Young's rise and has personally recommended that the club explore a move. Notably, Solari tried to bring the player into Madrid's youth setup years ago but could not reach an agreement at the time. No advanced negotiations yet. Now, with the Young stock rising rapidly, Solari believes the forward could serve as an important wild-card option for Los Blancos. Real Madrid feel that they have the leverage of a long-standing relationship between both parties. However, as of now, the club has not advanced negotiations further. This is because the striker's representatives are said to be waiting until January before making any major decisions, as Eda Young wants to carefully assess his future options. Player wants Barcelona. According to the latest reports, Eda Young's heart is set on joining Barcelona, despite growing interest from Real Madrid and several Premier League clubs. The young Levant striker, who impressed massively this season, has already made it clear that his dream is to wear the Blaugrana shirt. Although a deal didn't happen last summer, De Jong is reportedly willing to wait until 2026 if that's what it takes to make the move happen. Sources close to the talks believe that Real Madrid's involvement isn't a major concern for Barcelona, unless Los Blancos make an unexpectedly huge financial offer. Barça still hold the upper hand, mainly because of the player's clear preference for them. Meanwhile, another major story is developing in Germany. Harry Kane, the Bayern Munich goal machine, is said to be open to joining Barcelona in 2026. The English superstar has been in unstoppable form since arriving in the Bundesliga, but he's reportedly considering a new challenge, and the Camp Nou could be his next destination. Contacts have already been made between Kane's representatives and Barca's management, suggesting that something big could be brewing. If this deal goes through, it would be a massive statement from Barcelona, similar to when they signed Robert Lewandowski from Bayern a few years ago. The report reveals that contacts have already been made between Kane's representatives and Barcelona's hierarchy. The operation could resemble the one that brought Robert Lewandowski from Bayern to Camp Nou, a move that proved to be a massive success both on and off the pitch. Interestingly, Kane's representatives are also believed to have held informal talks with Saudi Arabian clubs. Fee required to sign Kane. The outlet mentions that Kane has a special release clause in his Bayern Munich contract, allowing him to leave for €65 million in the summer of 2026, when he will have just a year left on his deal. This clause is designed to make any potential transfer straightforward, should he wish to bring his Bundesliga journey to an end. At 32 years of age, Kane remains one of Europe's most prolific forwards. His numbers this season are staggering, having scored 25 goals and 4 assists in just 20 games. Within Barca's management, there is a growing belief that signing a high-caliber striker will be key to strengthening the squad. However, much will depend on whether the club can finally comply with La Liga's 1:1 spending rule. What about his salary? Kane, who earns around €25 million gross per season at Bayern, is seeking a similar or higher salary in his next deal. While Barcelona could theoretically match those figures, Premier League clubs and Saudi teams are expected to table far more lucrative offers. Furthermore, Tottenham Hotspur, Kane's former home, are also eager to bring back their iconic forward. Despite all that, the allure of Barcelona remains powerful for Kane. He has admired the club in the past and he still holds a strong respect for the current coaching staff. Nothing concrete has been decided yet, but sources suggest that Kane would be open to joining Barca if they decide to make their move. Barcelona received €35 million offer from Saudi Arabia for club veteran report. Barcelona could be faced with a significant decision in the coming weeks, as reports from Fischages reveal that the club have received a €35 million offer from Saudi Arabia for their star striker Robert Lewandowski. The proposal, which has reportedly arrived ahead of the January transfer window, puts the Catalan giants in a dilemma that mixes sporting ambition with financial necessity. The Polish forward, whose contract with Barcelona runs until 2026, has long been viewed as one of the cornerstones of the team's attack. However, sources within the club suggest that an extension is not on the cards, which means Lewandowski could leave on a free transfer in the summer of 2026. That makes the current offer all the more attractive, as €35 million for a player nearing the final stages of his career represents a significant windfall for a club still battling to stabilize its financial situation. Financial gain versus sporting ambition. For Barcelona, the choice is far from straightforward. Accepting the Saudi proposal would not only bring in a healthy transfer fee but also free up a large portion of the wage bill, easing the club's ongoing financial strain. Yet, from a sporting perspective, the risk is undeniable. With the team already hit by a string of injuries this season, losing Lewandowski midway through the campaign could seriously affect their attacking depth and leadership on the pitch. At 36, Lewandowski himself finds his future at a crossroads. Those close to him insist that the striker remains calm, focused, and fully committed to the present project under Hansi Flick. For what it is worth, while the forward has reportedly turned down bigger offers in the past to stay at Barca, the situation has changed dramatically, both financially for the club and personally for the player. Barcelona are now weighing their options carefully. Selling Lewandowski could offer the club a crucial short-term boost, but his absence would leave a void that few in the current squad could fill. So, Barcelona fans, what do you think? Should the club cash in on Lewandowski and bring in Harry Kane as the new leader of the attack? Or is De Jong the future star Barca should bet on instead? One thing's for sure, Deco and Hansi Flick are preparing something big behind the scenes. Stay tuned for all the latest Barcelona transfer news, rumors, and updates, only here on this channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a Camp Nou bombshell.